Right, hello and welcome to Rob's Kitchen Tasty. Right, today I'm doing butter chicken. Now this is one of our family favourites, and so these are the ingredients, quite simple really. We've got onions, we've got some butter chicken seasoning which you can get from your friendly Asian grocer. We've got a bit of crushed coconut, or you can use desiccated coconut. We've got our hing or asafoetida, and I did spot over here. You can get this from the Schwartz spice range. So this is asafoetida for people who don't have a great selection of Indian goods to hand. So you can probably find that in a normal British supermarket. Okay, so we've got that. We've got turmeric as well, just normal turmeric. And we've got 2 cans of coconut milk. There you are. And then I really like these very small potatoes, these little miniature ones. So you can see they're really diddy ones. You can get quite exciting potatoes, but as exciting as potatoes get, I guess. All right, and then we've got some chicken thigh fillets. Okay, now you could pretty much use any chicken, but we tend to like these over chicken breast. But yeah, whatever type of chicken. I mean, you could do. I've actually done this with chicken wings, even chopped up chicken wings. So yeah, right, there you are. Let's crack on. Right, so for this recipe, it's going to go in the oven for a couple of 3 hours. So you need an oven-proof dish. So I like to use this like Le Creuset pot, like an iron pot. You could use like a normal saucepan, as long as the handle can go in the oven. You see that handle there's steel, so it's got a nice lid. Or you could just use a normal kind of deep baking tin, and then you could cover that over with foil. Okay, so today I'm going to stick with the Le Creuset. Right, so I'm just going to chop up the potatoes and. Let's turn the oven on. So I'm going to put him on to gas mark 4. Gas mark 4. So that's probably like a low medium. Okay, so I'm just trying to make all these potatoes about the same size. Okay, you see like that. Okay, so that's all the potatoes done. I like to get these little small new potatoes because you can just leave the skins on, can't you? And yeah, so there you are. So I've got to do the onions as well. So I'll probably, what I tend to like to do is to do some of them really small, so you get tiny little bits of onion like that. So you chop it down lengthways like that, and then just you swap it around like that, and you get some really nice little fine bits. Okay, so if you do some of the onions like that, and then some of them you can just kind of do like that, and you'll get just some bigger bits like that. Okay, so if you do that with the onions, right, let's get it on. So we've got the Le Creuset pan on the top there. Okay, so I'm going to put a good slug of oil there. Okay, and then put in the onions, so we're going to sweat them off. Oh, hold on, we first need to put in just a few mustard seeds. That's what I normally do. A few mustard seeds and a few curry leaves. There we go. That's it, and normally I put a little bit of cumin in as well, a few cumin seeds. Okay, so just heat the oil up there. Alright, and then we're going to, these pans take a bit longer. Right, 1 second. Alright, there you are, you can see the oil getting nice and hot now, so I'm going to put in these onions. Right, so give them a little stir. Right, there you are. So they've sweated off. Now, just before they're done, just open up your coconut milks so that they're nice and ready. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Okay, so it's 2 cans of coconut milk. Right, so there you are. Give the onion a stir. That's perfect. So now I'm going to cook the spice. Okay, so this is our butter chicken spice. So I'm putting in probably, oh, what's that? That's probably 2 teaspoons, I guess. Okay, so give that a quick stir, just so that cooks. Okay, now what you'll find is that this kind of absorbs the oil. It starts potentially sticking on the bottom. Okay, so that's why you need to have this coconut milk nice and handy. Okay, so you can scoop all of that in. Okay, and give that a stir. Right, so I'm using 2 tins here because I'm doing a bit of a job lot here, because if you've got to have it in the oven for a few hours, then you may as well make plenty of it. You don't need loads of meat because you know you can chop up the meat nice and small to be economical with it. Right, so there we are. Once that's going on like that, okay. Oh no, I must forget the hing. Let's put a bit of hing in. Again, this you've got to be really careful with this hing. So that's probably not quite a teaspoon. Be careful with it. It's pungent stuff, and a bit of turmeric as well. So let's just put in less than a teaspoon of that. And then you can sprinkle in this this crushed coconut as well. And this is kind of optional, but yeah, I like that kind of South Indian coconutty taste. So there you are. There's probably how much is in there? A few teaspoons. Right, now while that's all heating up, I'm going to get hold of this chicken. Okay, and just get the scissors out and then just cut up the chicken into little bits. Okay, so there you are. Just cut it up. There we are. Right, so there we are, nearly done. It's funny how the dogs always appear, isn't it, when this job's been done? I don't know if they can smell it. Yeah, do they smell it or do they hear the packets? Who knows? Right, so the coconut milk is kind of bubbling away there. So just get that all stirred over like that. Right, I'm just going to wash my hands a second. Right, now we love garlic in this house, so I'm just going to put in an extra bit of garlic. There we are. This is like garlic flakes, they are, but just fresh garlic would be fine, or a bit of garlic powder. Yeah, that's optional. Okay, and now you can just chuck the potatoes in as well. Right, and now when you kind of stir it in, the liquid wants to be just kind of above everything, so we probably want to add a bit of water. So there you are, as it's going in the oven, I've just added a bit of water there just so there's plenty of fluid. Right, and then the other thing that we mustn't forget is to put salt and pepper in. So all cooking needs salt and pepper. It's quite a big pot, this one, so there you are. Right, so that's already. I'll give that a stir. I'm going to pop the lid on and I'm going to put it in the oven. And I mean, this isn't an exact science really. This dish, you can, as long as it gets kind of a couple of hours, then it'll be all nice and tender. Okay, but yeah. I mean, if if it's on a sufficiently low setting, then you can kind of have it on for lots of hours. Okay, so let's put that in the oven. Right, let's put the timer on. I'll put the timer on for an hour this time. Okay, and then I'm going to get it out and have a look. Right, let's have a look. Alright, it's looking good. So the thing to do now is just to get a fork and then just have a look at how the meat and the potatoes are doing. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so they're getting there, but they're still quite hard, so the potatoes are. Yeah, the meat's quite soft. So yeah, I'm going to stick that in for another hour. I reckon that's about halfway there. Alright. Right, let's have a look then. Oh, look at it. Right, see, it's got a bit thicker now. Right, you can see the potatoes really nice and soft now, soft and fluffy. There's a bit of the chicken. Yeah, lovely. Looks great. Right, I suppose I've got to taste it, haven't I? I'll serve it up. Ah, perfect. Right, I've got to get the rice on and get it served up. Right, I'm going to do a bit of coconut rice for this, so I just thought I'd show you how to do that. I've got this same crushed coconut, so I'm going to put in a nice liberal amount of that. There we go. I'm going to put in a little bit of our hing. So this is our asafoetida. Okay, again, you've got to be careful with this stuff. Alright, and then I'm going to do quite a bit more rice, so you need a little bit more salt. So I'm going to do 3 salt in there. Okay, and then I've got my cup. This cup I got from India, from Pondicherry, 1997, still going. Right, so there we are, I'm going to do 3 cups. 2, 3 cups in there. Okay. Now, as I said on my rice video, which you can find in the YouTube channel, The main thing is, don't stir the rice. You know, I'm not going in there and stirring around the bottom. You really don't want to do that. All I'm doing is I'm just gently teasing in the coconut and the asafoetida and the salt into the water. Okay, I'm just making sure that they're going in. But what I'm not doing is I'm not stirring around the rice. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, you want to leave this stuff alone. If you want it all stodgy, then stir it up. But if you want it nice and fluffy and able to separate, then you really don't want to touch the rice. Right, so bring that up to the boil. Now the good thing about the butter chicken that we've done is while this rice is doing, I've just popped that back into the oven, because the thing is with it, I mean, you can cook it for hours and hours. If you turn the oven down low and just leave it in there, it's only going to get better. So yeah, that's what I've done. We'll just wait on the rice. Right, here you are, the rice is done. Just the way to check, just have a little look at it, a little taste. Just before it's kind of totally done, you want to drain it. It'll still keep cooking. Right, and here we have it, butter chicken and coconut rice with a bit of fresh coriander to finish. There we are, bon appetit.